This is my live reaction of Kingdom Chapter 6, 23. To serve as an example. Huh? What? What do you mean, sir? Houken-sama is mankind's representative? You just swing on Shin? If we are to talk about Houken, then we must begin at our first meeting. The moment Riboku-sama and Houken-sama first met? That would have been 19 years ago. Huh? 19 years ago? That's before his assignment to Ganmon. So way before I met him. And I'm fairly sure that period was when Riboku-sama was... Back then, I was a fool who knew only of throwing myself headfirst into rolling waves of warfare. And that fixation cost me many things that I held dear. Huh? What? Following a crushing defeat at a certain battle, I found myself deep within the mountains, hounded by enemies, and trails barely held in. And right when I was thinking to myself that it was now finally my time as well, he appeared. Old Lionhead? A meeting of destiny. The living embodiment of martial might appears within the sea of trees. I was shocked. My delirium and hazy vision led me to think that this thing that had appeared before me was not even human. I remember musing to myself how strange it was to stumble upon this inhuman being right as I died, and glared at them. All that stands in my way shall die by my blade, and return to earth. He just chucks the target head at him. Thunk. Ooh, blade to his neck. Soaking good it took him out. What is wrong? Didn't you say that I stood in your way? Enemy, if you so wish. I've nothing left. My parents, brothers, friends and comrades, all lost to the flames of war. I'd let them die. I've nothing left. Lifts the blade. There exists a role for you to play. You still have yet to carry that out. So he saw something. There are voices that whisper, silent to your kind, but not to me. The voices of the earth. It was they that led you to me. They made this meeting possible. You are the one who shall guide me towards the answer that my path seeks. Huh? I'm sorry, but you have the wrong man. I have no idea what you're saying. Steps to his palm. One day you'll understand. Riboku. Remember this, huh? How does he know his name? I am Houken, a path seeker. Okay, he's just laying there and gets up. When I woke up in the morning, my body had somehow been healed enough to stand. And as I took those wobbling steps, whoa, I came upon a mountain of corpses, my enemies, who had been pursuing me. Like what? That path seeker? As their name suggests, they're a group who seek a path, and that path is none other than the salvation of humanity. Huh? After having my life saved by Houken in those secluded mountains, I chose to distance myself from the army for a while, in part because I had grown weary of battle, but also because I wished to travel and learn more about Houken and the path seekers. During that journey, found him? I learned that the path seekers have existed since an era of constant warfare that predated even within the 5 centuries we stand in today. Huh? That group? Their beginnings were comprised of some of the wisest individuals of their time. Disheartened by the foolish nature of endless warfare and lamenting the suffering that it wrought, they gathered together in search of an answer. In an age where conflict continued to expand despite the people's wishes, they concluded that their method was incorrect to begin with, and that to search for a path in a world of perpetual conflict was the very definition of futile. The reason being, so long as one man held beliefs that differed from another, conflict would be born. So long as man still possessed passion or emotions, this world of suffering would never change. But those emotions that we feel are exactly what makes us human, are they not? Cain! That's right. And so they conclude that the only means to solving such a great contradiction was for every man and woman to become an existence that transcends humanity. Transcend humanity? It was from that point on that the path seekers vanished from society, choosing life of seclusion within the mountains, dedicating themselves to the single-minded pursuit of a path, because first they had to serve an example to us, to become a model of that which transcends humanity. An example. The reason is not something comprehensible to normal people, such as you and I, but according to their beliefs. The workings of life are such that if, through some miracle, a single individual is able to transcend to new heights, the greater whole will also transform and be uplifted to that level. And thus, the goal of their path, so to speak, is to demonstrate to heavens that they have transcended humanity. I'm sorry, but, sir, you lost me. Huh? So, the path seekers believe that by becoming something that surpasses the rest of humanity, all the rest of us will. That's right. Then does that mean Houken-sama is also... Hang on, sir. She's shivering. Will you tell me that every time Houken-sama has gone on a rampage, it wasn't simply to prove that he himself is the strongest? That is the path that Houken has chosen. His path! You may mock them or sneer at them in disbelief, but the path seekers sincerely believe that when even one of their number is able to surpass humans and step into the realm close to the divine, humanity as a whole shall evolve into a greater existence than our form now, where we may finally be unshackled from this world of perpetual conflict and suffering. They believe this with their entire body and soul. What are you saying? There's no way. Something like that could... She's crying? What? Huh? They're all crying. What? Tears. Why only the left eye? Huh? Sir, those things they say, and their actions, it's all so ridiculous and absurd. I'm aware. However, it is impossible for you and your ilk. This is the only way towards salvation. Ooh. She's back. Wah. Shin, Captain. Wah. The goal of the path seekers is to save mankind. To the end, each have their own given path through which they may demonstrate transcendence. Some choose to meditate until they turn to dust. I've even heard amusing tales of men throwing themselves into gorges in an effort to learn flight. Houken has dedicated his all, every fiber of his being, to the path of becoming a martial god, a Bushin. That's where the chapter ends. Wow. Okay. So, his whole goal is to transcend beyond humanity. So if somebody beats him, and why were they just tearing from that one eye? And how do you know Riboku's name? and his palm just like as big as his head, like even bigger, seems like. Houken just like saw something in Riboku. Huh. Man. After just like cutting off a tiger's head. Man. Yeah, Shin has a mountain to like climb over. Somehow. Houken has a weakness. Well, yeah, I don't know. Man. So he's a path seeker. And the people throwing themselves in gorges to learn flight. Man. Yeah, Shin just holding his own against him. Somehow Shin has to learn like a power move. Well, what are your thoughts? If you're new, subscribe, like, comment. Thank you for watching, and have a good rest of the day. Bye.